In 1943, American bombers were being shot out of the sky faster than they could be replaced. So the military did the sensible thing. They inspected every aircraft that made it home and mapped every bullet hole. The pattern was undeniable. The wings were shredded, the fuselage was riddled, the engines were almost untouched. The conclusion wrote itself, reinforced the damage. Every officer in the room agreed. One mathematician did not. His name was Abraham Wald, a mathematician who had fled Vienna and now worked in a quiet office in New York, analyzing military data. Wald looked at identical evidence and asked a question nobody else had thought to ask, not where the planes were hit, but where the holes were absent, because the data had been collected from bombers that came back. The aircraft hit in the engines were not in the hangar to be measured, they were at the bottom of the channel. The undamaged regions were not evidence of safety, they were evidence of death. A bomber could absorb 100 rounds through the wings and still limp home. A single round through the engine ended the flight. Wald's recommendation reversed the entire proposal. Armor the places where the returning planes showed no damage at all. The military listened. The reinforcement was moved. Crews came home who otherwise would not have. This flaw now has a name: survivorship bias. It occurs when we study only the outcomes that survived long enough to be studied. The failures do not file reports. They simply disappear from the record. Every founder profile you read is a survivor. Every strategy that made it into a book is a survivor. The thousands who followed identical advice and failed were never interviewed. They're the missing bullet holes. What made Wald exceptional was not superior mathematics. Everyone in that room could do the arithmetic. He questioned the sample itself. While everyone else asked what the data showed, he asked who was missing from it. That is the entire technique, and it is available to anyone. Before you trust a pattern, ask which cases never made it into the room. Wald died in a plane crash in India in 1950 at the age of 47. His wartime work stayed classified for decades. Most of the men whose lives it saved never knew his name. He did not find a better answer than anyone else. He found a better question. And that was enough to change what the evidence meant.